Hey there, and welcome to day 2 of the Unconditional Multidimensional Love Language Masterclass. Yesterday, we dived into what it means to give, receive, and experience love from a conditional and unconditional standpoint. And we also activated your 5D Limitless Love Heart Chakra Center. So today, we're going to take it a step further and really tap into the power of compassion, how you can activate and practice the power of compassion within inside of you to experience a shift in your reality and empower yourself in the places and situations that still greet you with conditional love-based standards. Let's talk about the power of compassion. It is so freaking powerful that it has such an amazing impact down to the cellular level. When we activate compassion and live from it inside of our soul-centered spaces, we can immediately reduce stress. We can release the anxiety and calm the nervous system. And it actually has been shown, scientifically proven, to decrease cellular inflammation and even produce perceptions of happiness. In the place of compassion, we actually insert gratitude and empathy as well, being in the present moment and radiating out the feelings around us of compassion so that we receive them as well. The golden key to the power of your compassion and how to harness it is of treat others the way that you want to be treated. There is actually such amazing power and magic behind this statement because what we project, we actually get to reflect. So what we project out into the world, we actually get to reflect into our experiences and our reality within inside of ourselves and the situations that we're in. But in order to do this, we need to have two main components. The first being empathy, where this is a part of the recipe that makes the power of compassion so strong, because empathy connects to our thought process and it motivates us to be good to others and think what it's like to be in their position. This also helps us think and respond of how we actually wish to be treated as well. The second element, of course, is the compassion. So this goes further into the connection of the mind-body emotional connection. I want you to realize it doesn't matter whether it's this workshop, a different workshop, any of my one-on-one or masterclass teachings. I always talk about how important it is that our thoughts create our feelings, which create our reality. So there is this huge mind emotional body reality connection. So I want you to start thinking about how compassion is our emotional state of being. This creates our feelings and the connections to the situations around us and circumstances in which we are in. This also brings in that beautiful fifth dimension heart response center that we talked about and activated more inside of ourselves yesterday. So when we think about empathy, and how it motivates us to be good to others, how it helps us imagine being in their position, and how we wish to be treated. We're talking about our thought process. And when we feel what it feels like to give and receive from a place of compassion and love and understanding, this creates our emotional response body of compassion, which in turn creates our reality into this physical presence of being the empowered 5D version of you. It's so exciting and so fun. So my challenge for you, which is probably my favorite part of this masterclass series, is to actually activate and program the power and practice the power of compassion within inside of you. It gets to be so simple too, which is the funnest part. You don't have to try hard. You don't have to put a lot of energy into it. You just have to be intentional. This can be so simple as taking the next few days to greet those around you and anywhere you go with a warm smile, to hold the door open, to say your simple please, thank yous, yeses, just being compassionate. However you feel that you want to begin to infuse compassion into your life, do just that. And I want you to actually notice that when you start to infuse this compassion and you start to practice these really simple techniques of infusing the power of compassion, I want you to notice on whether it may feel awkward or uncomfortable at first. And if that's the case, this just tells me that you're going to see some of the most amazing shifts and changes in the world around you. And that the more you practice this, the more you'll experience these changes and shifts inside of yourself as well. So for the next 5 days, really, really intentionally live from the space of compassion. And at the end of each day, I want you to actually document your experiences. It sounds super easy, right? Well, that's the trick. Not really trick, but that's where the fun part of the challenge comes into play. Is because when we're met with those conditional circumstances, whether it be someone cuts you off in traffic, slams the door in your face, projects their anger, hurt, frustration, or sadness onto you, you get to choose how you respond. Because remember, we're not responsible for the way that people choose to show up in their lives, and we cannot control the actions of others. But we do get to decide how we want to show up and meet them in those moments. We can either choose compassion and unconditional understanding, or we can choose to go back down into that old energy pattern and meet them and match their energy, which throws us back down into the ways and the old patterns that we're trying so intentionally to move past and work through releasing. So for the next 5 days, I want you to practice those compassionate gestures. I want you to be really intentional with how you respond and react to those who may not match your energy in this higher 5D limitless unconditional love space. And I want you each day to really document your experience and see how you begin to shift, transform, and really tap into this power of compassion that's already inside of you.